Marc-André Fleury expressed relief that he would not be the goaltender to surrender Alex Ovechkin's record-breaking goal, a distinction he was eager to avoid as the Washington Capitals faced the Minnesota Wild in St. Paul. Ovechkin, just 6 goals away from surpassing Wayne Gretzky as the NHL's all-time leading goalscorer, had tormented Fleury throughout their careers. Having conceded 28 goals to Ovechkin in 47 matchups, the most by any goaltender, Fleury acknowledged that he did not want to be the player forever featured in highlight reels as the one who allowed the historic goal. Reflecting on the possibility, Fleury admitted that the thought had crossed his mind. Speaking to NHL.com, he remarked, "At one point we thought that maybe he could have broken it now. But I definitely didn't want to be the guy that was going to be on highlights for the next 50 years getting scored on." Fortunately for the veteran netminder, he was not slated to start in 27th of March 2025's game, effectively ensuring that he would not be part of Ovechkin's milestone moment, barring an unexpected turn of events. The showdown on January 2nd was yet another chapter in the storied rivalry between Fleury and Ovechkin, a battle that had spanned multiple teams, countless memorable moments, and some of the biggest stages in hockey. As Ovechkin lined up for the power play, fans in the arena held their breath, knowing full well that he had tormented Fleury over the years. With his signature precision, the Capitals captain unleashed a blistering snapshot that sailed past Fleury's right pad, marking yet another milestone in his legendary career. The goal was vintage Ovechkin, quick, powerful, and seemingly inevitable, further solidifying his place as one of the greatest scorers the NHL has ever seen. Despite conceding the goal, Fleury remained undeterred, showcasing the resilience and skill that had made him one of the most respected goaltenders of his era. As the game progressed, he tightened his grip on the net, making crucial saves to keep the Wild in the contest. When the game reached a shootout, the veteran goaltender rose to the occasion, standing tall against Ovechkin in their one-on-one duel. As Ovechkin skated in with his signature smooth approach, Fleury anticipated the move perfectly, making a clutch save that secured a hard-fought 4-3 victory for Minnesota. It was a fitting display of the back-and-forth nature of their rivalry, Ovechkin finding the net in regulation, only for Fleury to have the final say when the game was on the line. After the game, the two legends met at center ice, exchanging signed sticks in a quiet moment of mutual admiration. The gesture spoke volumes about the respect they had for one another after nearly 2 decades of battles. Ovechkin, known for his fierce competitiveness, smiled as he handed over his stick, while Fleury, always lighthearted, shared a few words and a laugh. It was a reminder that beyond the rivalry, beyond the highlight reel goals and game-winning saves, there was a deep appreciation for the greatness they had pushed each other to achieve. For fans, it was a bittersweet moment, one that acknowledged the passing of time and the inevitable end of an era that had defined the NHL for nearly 20 years. Ovechkin expressed his admiration for Fleury, acknowledging the battles they had shared over the years. "Obviously, he's one of the best goalies to ever play," Ovechkin stated on the 27th of March 2025. "It's kind of sad that he's not playing tonight. I hope he's going to sign one more year, but it was a pretty good battle out there between me and him." He further reflected on their long history, adding, "It's almost 20 years that we've played against each other. Pittsburgh, Vegas, it's been an honor to play against him." Fleury echoed similar sentiments, recalling their clashes in one of the NHL's fiercest rivalries, the Washington Capitals versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. As a key player for the Penguins, he faced Ovechkin's Capitals in numerous high-stakes matchups, including several playoff series. "We've had such, especially when I was with Pittsburgh, so many good battles between Pitt and Wash, you know," Fleury reminisced. "Faced them in the playoffs a couple of times, and in the regular season it was always a big rivalry, especially between Sid and Ovi. But those games were always good teams, and it was fun." Despite their rivalry, the two superstars never won a Stanley Cup at the other's expense in a playoff series. Fleury and the Penguins triumphed over Ovechkin's Capitals en route to championships in 2009, 2016, and 2017, while Ovechkin finally overcame Fleury. Then with the Vegas Golden Knights, when Washington claimed its first Stanley Cup in 2018. Now, with Fleury expected to retire at the end of the season, The 27th of March 2025's game in Minnesota marked what was likely their final meeting unless the Capitals and Wild miraculously faced off in the Stanley Cup final. Grateful for the years of competition, Fleury reflected on their history with a mix of appreciation and humor. "I feel lucky I got to play so many games against him," he admitted. "Maybe not getting scored on so much by him, but it was a good battle. It was good times."